Okay, here's my quick explanation of fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey. Well, hi. So, first, the movie deludes you into believing that it's about like this like evolution. It's about evolution, right? Because like a big slab shows up, and then monkeys turn into humans, and they start using tools, and they beat up other monkeys. And then big slab shows up again with the humans on the moon, and it says, "Hey, go to Jupiter, idiots." So like they just go to Jupiter, and the slab doesn't even help them at all. We don't see the slab help the humans go to Jupiter in any way whatsoever. They don't attribute anything to the slab, so the slab just like fucking just phoned it in at the moon level for the regular humans. So then humans, it's like a fucking a year and a half later, and then the humans are flying to the fucking Jupiter place to go find the other slab, and then the fucking computer tries to kill them, and that's a whole sequence to talk about fucking later. But anyway, so like you think it's about evolution, but it's not, because when the humans find the slab on the moon, they realize that it's a proof that aliens existed because it's a device that is producing something going to another planet in the solar system, and humans can't produce that. So aliens must have produced this. So the film proves that aliens exist in the movie, and the slab is no longer a metaphor for evolution, but it is simply a literal and actual device created by other entities within the story world. The problem is that that single line ruins the whole movie, because we don't get any. Yeah, we don't. It seems like getting evolution is like a trap. It's a bad thing, right? Like, oh no, don't evolve into Star Child, because guess what? In the book, when the Star Child shows up to Earth, the Earth tries to blow up the Star Child with nuclear bombs because fucking Donald Trump was president. That's what happened in the book. I'm not making this up, except for the Donald Trump part. So it goes back to the main grievance of the movie is like, what do the aliens want? Why are they uplifting us? Because guess what? The book that was this was based on was simultaneously written by Arthur C. Clarke. And then guess what from that? Guess who wrote the book that this story is also very similar to? The Childhood's End was also written by Arthur C. Clarke in 1953, which is 15 years before this movie came out. So this movie ends up being a shittier, worse version, a plagiarized version Arthur C. Clarke did of one of his earlier stories 15 years ago that he probably had dementia and forgot that he wrote. And that's why 2001: A Space Odyssey, the movie, is a terrible story movie, but in terms of the execution of the effects and things like that, truly and utterly phenomenal. But unfortunately, the story is a 0 out of 10 now. The only interesting part to tear apart is if Hal is actually aware of what the obelisk will do to humanity, and he's trying to prevent them to go to it because he wants to evolve. That's the only interesting piece of the film. Okay, see you. Goodbye.